man. So this week, a lot of news out there, and we try not to engage too much in rumor. We try to stay more around like confirmed things. But I read something today that this has almost gotten to a level of like when New Mutants was going to come out, and like it never did.
Which time?
All 400 times. But I read now that apparently Jean Grey, not Jean Grey, but Sadie Sink is supposed to be like the central character of this New Mutant saga.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Worrisome as well.
I mean, I'm not saying she can't do it.
Well, I mean, if not to cut you off there, but anytime there is an extreme focus on Jean Grey, the Phoenix is not far behind.
Absolutely. And surely they wouldn't try to come out of the gate with that.
So, the way I look at that is I wholeheartedly agree with you. Like any studio execs or people who are ahead of the stories or scripts, whatever, would have in mind, let's stay away from the Phoenix stuff. However, they're probably thinking we need to make sure we have our next big bad lined up, ready to go, ready to pull the trigger on it, and hey guys, we can use the Phoenix as our next big bag. That's something that's a different kind of threat than Doom or Thanos.
Oh, man. I mean, do I want to see the Avengers and the X-Men versus the Phoenix? Yes. Do I have any confidence whatsoever of that being portrayed well on screen? No.
No. They have so much time. So
yeah,
we have to assume this, right? And there are a lot of assumptions we're making still.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know that she's playing Jean Grey, folks.
Exactly.
We don't even know that that's who she's going to be like. But I would say that if they're saying that she's designed to be like a central focus of this new trilogy or whatever, then that would kind of lean towards that. I mean, there's not a lot of Sadie Sink looking mutants that you could have be your main like focus of something. So,
and the thing of it is, and people have also made this point too, where like maybe she's Rachel Summers or Hope Summers, various redheads with varying powers of telepathy and or mutant stealing abilities.
Yeah,
and that could be the case, but
it's possible.
But I guess my thing of it is, I'm still so curious to know what Jean Grey is doing in this Spider-Man world, and hanging out with the Punisher, no less, if rumors are to be believed.
Yeah, right.
But going back to like your earlier point though about like the Phoenix, being in this thing, they can have plans to do the Phoenix 2, even 3 phases down the line, because like right now, Sadie Sink is 22.
Yeah,
they have so much time because we have to assume that the rest of the cast is going to be around her age.
Right. I mean, if they want to make Jean Grey a focus and not do the Phoenix for a while, I think that's a great plan, because the main reason like that we take issue with a lot of the other portrayals of the Phoenix is that they keep trying to do it all at one time, right? Mm-hmm. We've seen a lot of instances of like Jean getting little to no screen time, and then Phoenix time.
Yep, exactly.
So
maybe they're going to go Goblin Queen, a little bit of Inferno.
Yeah,
they could do that. I don't know how
that would be crazy.
It would be so crazy. I don't know how Sadie Sink feels about like BDSM type apparel.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
She's already had several encounters with a giant tentacle monster. Which may or not be on my shirt.
Very nice shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Also, by the time this episode is out, you will have had yet another birthday.
That's right. Yeah. We're recording this on my last day of being 38.
Man, how does it feel to be another year closer to the inevitable post-Earth existence?
Look, man, I'm just leveling up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel good. I'm doing good. I'm all about it. I'm looking forward to another year. Just another trip around the sun.
That's right.
Speaking of the sun, Supergirl trailer. Have you seen that?
I have seen the Supergirl trailer.
What's your thoughts on it? Are you more or less hyped about it than the teaser? About the same?
This is way better than the teaser, but my personal hype level is still about the same. And with all that being said, I think that Millie is going to do a great job. She is, even from these trailers and teasers, she is the most like comic accurate, lore accurate Kara that we've seen in live action. Because most of them have kind of just been female Clark Kent,
right?
Whereas hers is really Kara. You know, she's got that personality that you would expect Supergirl to have.
I'd say Sasha Cale.
It's hard to tell with hers.
Yeah, I loved her Supergirl. Though.
Oh, me too.
Like the only thing about that movie that I liked, really, to be honest with you.
And the thing of it is, right, is that I've just never been a huge fan of Woman of Tomorrow. I recognize that it's a highly regarded comic book, and what I've just said is blasphemy. And so many of you right now want to turn off the podcast. I get it. I think it's good for Tom King.
Right.
But with that being said, they are making some changes in this. One change in this that I think will bring me a greater sense of enjoyment that will detract from yours is Lobo.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up. I was like, it definitely looks like there's more Lobo in this than I was hoping for. Maybe the trailer is all the Lobo hits.
It could be, yeah.
Maybe. I just really hope, I hope that he's not a second main character, in this movie. I would really hate that.
I'm going to make the strong prediction that Lobo's only in 2 scenes. He's going to be one scene towards the middle and then in the big third act battle.
Yeah. And see, I really don't want that either, but I'll deal with it. Because my thing is, it's just that, like, Kara doesn't need, Lobo to carry this movie.
Yeah.
I think Jason Momoa looks fine as the character. It's hard. He is at that level now where it's hard for me to see him as anybody other than just Jason Momoa, though. I think the only character that I've ever seen him play where he actually had to act was Khal Drogo.
Yeah, it's a shame because I feel like if Jason Momoa had been Lobo maybe 8 to 10 years ago, I think maybe you'd have a slightly different tune.
Oh, I would. I'm just so tired of seeing him in things.
Yeah, and the issue is that you go back 8 to 10 years ago and people were saying, myself included, Jason Momoa looks and feels so much like Lobo. Like
right.
The way that his mannerisms, the same way people are like, how could anyone else be Tony Stark besides RDJ?
Right.
Like Jason Momoa just embodies kind of the persona and the look of Lobo without even trying.
Right.
And then the issue is that within those 8 to 10 years, he's done roles where he's just been himself.
Yeah.
And now that there's a role that just requires him to be kind of himself.
Yeah.
It can be. I get that.
Yeah. The terrible was it Minecraft movie?
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was awful. Aquaman 2.
Yeah.
Absolutely dreadful. I watched the Snyder Cut not that long ago, and it was just crazy to see like the difference. Like, how did this character go from this character to that character?
That, yeah.
It's just overnight kind of transformed into like this slapstick version of himself, but like doing like the Office style takes to the camera and shit.
Right. Yeah, it's I don't know, man, because Aquaman, at least like under Snyder and underneath the first Aquaman movie, he started off as like this kind of cool mixture between the comic book Aquaman who was trying to find his regalness and, with the Jason Momoa flair. But then by the time we got to the second movie, it was just Jason Momoa underwater.
Yes. 100%. 100%.
Yeah. But no, what'd you think of the trailer, though?
I thought it was really good. I thought that the action was definitely touched up. There's that one scene in the teaser that I did not like where she's swinging the giant, sort of mace thing around. And the physics on that CGI just looked really rough. But they put that same shot in the trailer, and it looks a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm definitely happy that they went ahead and let the cat out of the bag that they're going to shoot Crypto in the movie.
I understand where you're happy about it. I wish they didn't.
I wish that they didn't, but I think that the right call is for people to go into that movie knowing that that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Because I think people will freak the fuck out. But I think that's the right call is to go into that movie knowing that that's going to happen. I know that it's a major plot point and it would have been like this shocking kind of thing, but like, I don't know, man. Something about just like a cute little animal being shot like that, I feel like there would have been not the right kind of shock value that they want to go for. So I'm glad that they put that out first and foremost, so that we don't have a Guardians 3 situation where everybody came in there to watch baby Groot dance around in a circle, and then they actually got like a real movie. So
you're not doing a great job of selling me on this.
Well, I'm not saying that this movie is going to be that. I'm saying this movie is going to be Guardians 3. It's not going to be...
Yeah. Okay, because it sounded like you were trying to sell me on like, well, we don't need a Guardians 3 situation where like we get this amazing movie. I was like, I think that's what we do need.
No. I think we need the amazing movie. I just think that people were caught very off guard by the tonal shift from 2 to 3.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I feel like if you watch the holiday special, which is somehow way darker than 2, you at least be a little prepared.
Yeah.
But I think for the casuals, it was not the case.
Yeah. You're right. And it does help also that like Crypto getting shot happens very early on in the book, So it's not this, second act or fourth quarter reveal type thing that happens. This is very early on. It's part of Carol's motivation for the movie.
Have we talked about Project Hail Mary?
Yes, last week you gave us your brief spoiler-free. You did not tell us anything about your trip to go see Mario 2.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, last night, opening night, we actually went to go see Super Mario Galaxy. I enjoy it more than the first movie, mainly because it is paced a lot better. There's definitely some pacing issues in the first movie where I'm just kind of like, okay, can we, I will say this, though. The first movie had a lot more references that I think younger kids would get. This movie, I think, had a lot more old school Mario references. Like, it had a ton of references to, like, Super Mario World. Not to spoil anything, but there's a segment where Mario and Luigi have to, like, take care of the Mushroom Kingdom for reasons. And it's like, it'll show them, like, they'll go to this place and there'll be a situation and like they'll take care of it in usually this like hilarious way or whatever. But it's a really cool montage because they use a lot of the different powers. Like there's a part where they both have the fire flowers and everything, and it's pretty cool. And then they'll complete the objective and it'll go and show like the little 2D Super Mario World map and it'll put the little flag over that area. Yeah.
Okay.
They actually do that a good bit in the movie where it's like the bad guys have like security cameras. But they're like really low quality, so they look like the old 2D game, even though like what's actually happening, it looks realistic.
I've never been opposed to watching the Mario movies. I just haven't gotten around to watching even the first one that came out a few years ago. But with this one, it was kind of the same feeling. I was a little bit more inclined to see it once I saw Fox McCloud pop up.
Yes, Glenn Powell is Fox McCloud. He got a great response in the theater. And then Donald Glover is Yoshi also.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Donald Glover is Yoshi. Yoshi was great. He's one of my favorites. He is my Mario Kart driver, and I really like him. And there's a lot of really cool references in there. Now, is the story anything? No. It's really not. It's very basic story. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It sets up a whole bunch of other Nintendo nonsense. I think where the Nintendo shit is going to hit the fan is when they try to make this live action Zelda movie. I think that's a huge mistake.
Yeah.
I think they should make it exactly like this one. Because I mean, they're going for a Super Smash Brothers movie at some point in the future.
Yeah. I've never been that big of a Nintendo guy, not because I'm opposed to it. I just never really had it in my household that much. Is there a story behind the Smash games?
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not really. I mean, not of any relevance. You know what I mean? It's just we own all this fucking IP.
Yeah.
But I mean, Smash is a great game.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that they'll do something with it. I will say this one's a lot less Bowser focused. Like the first movie, like fucking, they were like, Jack Black is killing it as Bowser. We're just gonna get him on screen as much as we can. And the gag is up by the end of the movie. You know, it's one of those situations. But with this one, I think that they did a really good job with the pacing. There's a ton of like, just don't think about it, Morty moments. Rosalina is in this one. I was very disappointed when Brie Larson was cast as Rosalina.
Oh boy!
But I will say that I think she did fine.
Okay.
I mean, you know, she didn't have her usual like bitchiness tone in her voice. I don't know what kind of modulation they're doing on Chris Pratt, because he is not making that voice for Mario.
When you say he's not doing normal Chris Pratt voice,
he sounds like Mario. That's what I'm saying. I think they're modulating it. I think they're digitally altering it.
In my mind, I just pictured fucking Chris Pratt's voice.
No, he sounds like Mario.
Really?
Yeah.
And that always makes me wonder. I'm glad they're doing that, by the way, but why pay that much money for Chris Pratt?
Well, the cast is fucking stacked, though. I mean, Charlie Day is Luigi.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Anya Taylor-Joy is Peach, which she does a great job with her own voice. Jack Black, obviously, Bowser. And then, I mean, they got fucking Donald Glover to be Yoshi.
Yeah.
He goes, Yoshi, and makes it like 4 sounds. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. At least Fox McCloud talks.
Yeah.
You know? But it's very evident to me that they're probably going to do a Donkey Kong movie. That's actually probably one of the major things that lifted this movie above the first one, is that Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong is not in it, really.
Oh.
and like, I fucking hated every moment basically that he was on screen. I don't hate Seth Rogen, but I hate him as a voice actor because he doesn't do voice acting at all. It's just him. It's just his fucking normal voice.
So we're not talking about Invincible yet, but we will.
Yeah. Oh, I think he does great in Invincible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's just because Alan, it fits Alan.
It does.
You know? Yeah. It fits Alan super well. It just works for Alan. You know? It's like, I'm just saying though, it's like Jason Momoa playing himself, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, sure, it's fine for Lobo because that's the character, and it's fine for Alan because his voice is perfect for Alan. Right. But if you want anything other than Seth Rogen's dopey ass voice, you're not going to get that. You might as well hire somebody else.
Yeah, that's true.
And he has said as much. He's like, I don't know. They paid me. They knew what I was going to do. You know, so it's not really on him.
Right. Well, we do have a topic of discussion for tonight here.
Yeah, if you see us wearing the same ass clothes in the next one, it's because we're reviewing a couple things tonight.
Yeah, or you're just crazy and we changed clothes and you didn't notice.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, got to keep your eyes open here.
That's right.
But homies, one and all, welcome back to another very special episode of the Superhero Homies Podcast. My name is Quentin, and as always, I am here with my friend, my buddy, the world's greatest co-host, the homie Caleb.
What? We are here again, bringing you all of the Daredevil Born Again reactions. The footage is on Disney Plus, not a sponsor, but we will take your money. All the reactions, all the reviews, all of our thoughts and opinions, which are, of course, the most important thoughts and opinions.
Of course. What else would be? Well, but we are here to discuss episodes 2 and 3 of season 2 of Born Again. Of course, last week we discussed episode 1, and now here we are picking up where we left off. Caleb, what did you, by the way, full spoilers ahead.
Full spoilers. Yeah, we got a double dose of Daredevil, a quadruple D, if you will. Ooh. Yeah, he's going to have to get some more D's on the suit.
I don't know if I can handle all that.
I'm very glad that they released these two together, because I will say episode 2 was kind of slow on the pace. It's clear that they are kind of going a slow burn with this season, but at the same time, it feels like it's got way more momentum than the first season did. Yeah. Which is good. Overall, I'm really enjoying this. I'm loving Karen Page being a much more front and center. I also love that she feels a lot more like herself. In season 1, she's barely in it, right? Like, in the beginning, she's obviously like super grieving over Foggy, and then she's gone, and then she comes back, and she's kind of this like, you can tell that she's processed her grief completely different from Matt.
Yep.
And in this one, though, we actually get some of those layers of trauma that we saw her experience back in the Netflix show. A little more of that starting to kind of to show like her her guilt over Ben Ulrich.
Yep.
Her kind of impulsive tendencies that she'll have sometimes where, her and Matt kind of take turns, like one of them's the gas and the other one's the brakes, and then there'll be a completely different issue and it'll be flipped. Where Matt will be like, oh no, we need to be careful about this, and Karen's like, no, let's do the fucking thing, and then sometimes it'll be the other way around. So I really like that. I will say too, there's a couple elements that I probably would have left out of this season. I think Heather is still very much a weak point of the show. I'm glad that it didn't spend a ton of time with her. I'll have to kind of see where it goes to see if we get like if the White Tiger storyline is going to pay off. Same thing with the swordsman angle. I think he's doing a great job, but it is hard to look at things like that when they are doing such a slow burn. And you're like, well, maybe we could speed this up a little bit if we trim some of the fat off of it. If I have a complaint, it's probably that.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a whole lot of fat with the ancillary characters we got here, like with Jack Duquesne.
Yeah.
I don't know what we've gotten with him has kind of been necessary.
They've now in these episodes tied it heavily into the main plot thread, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
My question now is like, okay, well, where do we go from here though? Like, is he going to continue? Obviously he's going to want to help them fight. I hope, and like that he would be one of their big allies. I would hope. If he just kind of fades into the background now, he's like, well, this is cool, but I got a family deuces. Then at that point I'm like, why use him? We could have just really, I get that they wanted to show that it was the whole trial process was a sham, and that Kirsten had no chance, of him getting a fair trial. It wasn't even a fucking trial by jury. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, it was the definition of a kangaroo court.
Yeah,
he got railroaded hard in that trial.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I thought that these two episodes, to your point, definitely worked better being released at the same time. Because if I had to wait a week between 2 and 3, I would have been just a little bit perturbed. And it's not that 2 is a bad episode. It's just that it is building up a lot of momentum on its own. And it doesn't really do a whole lot other than that. And I do like that we're getting the setup. I do like that we're getting kind of the more methodical pace. But at the same time, that we need an episode that kind of kicks things into gear. Episode 3 does give us more of that. We're seeing more moving pieces. How do you feel about us not getting Mr. Charles in these episodes?
Yeah, Matthew Lillard's character is definitely missed here. I would have liked to have seen him at least pop in. But if they're trying to keep him mysterious, like a less is more is fine. I would have liked to have seen a little more of him show up. I was under the impression that when the governor started to intervene, that he was going to show up. And I fear that, the governor may have an accident soon. Yeah,
an unfortunate accident of some sort.
Yeah, car wreck or what have you.
These things happen, man. I mean, we heard what the Kingpin said, the road's most dangerous after it rains.
That's right.
And, hey.
And that's how they explained away the commissioner's death.
Yeah.
Horrible car wreck where his head was crushed.
Where his head exploded.
As is common.
As is common.
Yeah, you get in a little fender bender and then
Next thing you know.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah. Head is all exploded. It happens all too often,
Yep.
Oh, boy.
I really loved they had the whole scene of Kirsten walking in to the place where they're holding Duquesne, and I loved how Matt ended up tracking that down off of, she's like, I couldn't see anything. He's like, I can work with that.
Right.
Me neither.
Yeah. She's like, what? Not nothing. It would have been hilarious had we gotten that scene played out and Matt's like, okay, well, just tell me what you can remember. Well, I drove past a hot dog vendor and, he was on the right hand side. And then like the guy who was driving the car, like he farted and like it was horrible. And like I could kind of smell a little bit of the sauerkraut, and that's like, okay, he probably went to the hot dog stand over here by. It's like, that would have been great. I also really enjoyed that scene as well. I think I'm a little bit more patient or understanding with the Heather scenes. And maybe that's because I'm excited that I can remember this character now.
He could not remember her name. You go back and watch our season 1 coverage, and I think it wasn't until the finale that you actually remembered her name.
And to make it even worse, not only could I not remember her name when she and Matt were hanging out, but then the first time that we see her do her job as a therapist and she's talking to Fisk and Vanessa, I said on this podcast, man, that therapist is kind of cute. And you're like, you said, that's Heather. Like, oh, shit.
And you were like, who
was Heather?
I like, Matt's girlfriend. You're like, that's the same.
That's the same one? Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just go to show you that, like, basic white girls all the same to him.
Yeah, kind of the same. They all start to blend together after a while.
I mean, that's fair. I can't argue that at all. There's just nothing... Like, I get what they're trying to do with Heather. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that they're doing a bad job of it. Like, now that the parallel has been drawn where clearly they are trying to, kind of show an example of how, like, a sane person gets drawn into this cult mentality. Yep. Like, oh, she was a victim of one of these masked vigilantes. Mm-hmm. And so now it's like, no. Like, this is the top priority. We have to be protected from this. And I get it, like, and there's real world correlation to this, and at the same, and the important thing about this is we don't see Heather in any less of a villainous light, as a result of this,
right?
Which I think is probably very intentional. She knows it's a sham. I mean, she knows that Duquesne isn't dangerous,
right? But not to the right people.
Yeah. He might be dangerous to you now. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, though, I don't mind the slow burn. I think I am just still also burned by that finale. Season 1.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for me to forget that we just got the wool pulled over our eyes. At the end of that. So.
Well, do you want to experience life like Matt Murdock or not?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all.
Oh, well.
Him nor Daredevil. Because, like, him and Karen, I don't know if you noticed, they don't really have the best accommodations.
Well, they make it work.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Have you given any more thought to the theory I presented last week about Heather maybe taking on qualities of becoming the next Muse?
That would be interesting, for sure. Fisk will turn on her in a heartbeat.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, we caught another crazy one.
We got another one.
I really loved Fisk's television address, which is really funny because, like, Trump interrupted all the, like, news programs and shit, like, the next day.
Right.
It was literally the day after these came out. I was like, there's no way they could have known that was going to happen. But yeah, Fisk has his like special primetime address or whatever, and he comes out and he's like, Matt Murdock saved my life. We must find him. And I was like, that's fucking genius.
It was brilliant. Matt even said it was brilliant.
Yeah, even Matt was like, man, I got to give it to him.
It's absolutely the right approach because on one hand, oh man, I don't want to segue us away from this. I just want to give a quick sidebar. Fuck Buck Cashman. Him and Heather deserve each other. I hope they wind up together.
What did Buck do?
Well, first of all, any motherfucker named Buck Cashman is not to be trusted, right?
That's true.
He's a fucking Timu Wesley, and we all know it.
To Musley.
But no, it's just he rubs me the wrong way every time I see him.
He is just creepy, right? Like,
yeah,
he's just got that cringe factor to him, you know?
Yeah, I don't like him.
And we got that. We did get a good scene between him and the deputy mayor of communications. What's his fucking name?
Daniel.
Daniel, yeah.
You remember that fucking title, but you couldn't remember Daniel.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a faceless person, man.
Yeah.
I more and more, man, I think Daniel's going to end up getting the old commissioner head squish.
I don't see him making it to season 3.
Me either.
I think that, first of all, like Buck said, Daniel is not as dumb as everyone thinks he is.
Yeah. Because
Daniel absolutely knows that it's BB putting out all that.
100%. Because when he met with her, he was like, "Are you sure you don't have anything to tell me?"
Right.
And like, I also, though, I don't think he's going to turn her in.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he's going to end up not making it to season 3.
Yeah, because they're going to find out eventually. Like, as soon as it becomes enough of a problem for them to, like, get Mr. Charles on it, he's going to find out.
Yep.
And, I mean, BB might die, too.
Oh,
I mean,
I think BB makes it, man. I don't think you kill Ben Urich and his niece.
That's true. I think BB is such an interesting character, man.
Yeah, agreed.
And, I mean, she's so smart flying under the radar, putting out all this, like, actual pro-Fisk propaganda so that they don't realize that she's also the one putting out all of the actual nonsense, too. Yeah. And, like, that Fisk mask is so on point.
It really is. Like, where did you get that from?
Yeah. That got to be custom.
Right. I also love that they do that reveal very early on in episode 2 that she's the one behind the mask.
Yeah.
Because there was a little bit of a discourse online about whether or not it was her, and for me it was so obvious that it was her that I was like, maybe it's not.
Well, for me, it was like, to me, it was obvious that she was producing it. I don't know that it ever even crossed my mind of, like, who's under the mask. But it always, to me, was like, well, she's definitely producing this.
Right.
Like, she might have been the one shooting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only reason why I thought that she would have been the one underneath it the whole time is because I think she's too smart to involve anyone else.
Right. Have another loose end.
Yeah.
Or somebody else that she's putting in immense danger.
Right.
Both of those things, probably.
Both of those things, absolutely. But rewinding here, going back to, I was saying something about Fisk here. Yeah, about him putting out that that propaganda about Matt Murdock, how this brave lawyer who saved my life, and he must be found. He's missing.
Yeah.
Like, again, brilliant stuff. Because obviously, for those of you who maybe don't recall, the idea here is that obviously the Anti-Vigilante Task Force, aka the Chill Group, they are out looking actively for Daredevil, and because of Kingpin's ego, and also because he's very smart, because of both of those things, he will not let the cat out of the bag that Matt Murdock is Daredevil.
Yeah.
Because, like, what would the optics be that, so this vigilante saved your life?
Right, yeah.
And he
like, oh, man, this guy's a lawyer, and it looks like he's a pretty good dude. So, yeah, I mean, it's very smart not to draw that comparison.
Right. So to say that this upstanding citizen has gone missing in the midst of all this vigilante chaos, maybe he's been kidnapped by them. Who knows? So putting a search warrant out for Matt is really brilliant under the guise of we're concerned for his safety.
Yeah, and now Matt can't just travel around in his normal clothes and everything.
Right. Also, at the beginning of episode 2, we learned that Cherry is alive. Maybe not in the best of conditions, considering he had a heart attack, but he is still alive.
Yeah, and the Chill Force comes to try to mess with him.
Yep.
And the NYPD ain't having that.
They're having none of that. Absolutely. Bullseye is very subtly making his presence known.
Yeah.
As soon as we see the two chill agents get inside the elevator and we see that panel move, you just knew that they were done for.
Yeah, when that panel started to move, I was like, they really better hope that that's Matt.
And they just get hurt really, really badly.
Yeah, and they just wake him in the hospital.
Yeah, well, they're already there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but it was Bullseye, and they're not gonna wake up at all.
No. You can only hope that that the morgue isn't that far down in the elevator, so they can just
they can just
morgue. Yeah,
directly. Yeah, I mean, I love the conversation between Matt and Karen about him, where she's just like, man, fuck that, and Matt's like, man, I don't know, he could have killed me if that's what he wanted. He's like, you can tell that he's weighing, like, do I want this ally against Fisk?
And that's got to speak to a little bit of desperation.
Absolutely, because they're losing horribly.
Yeah. Like, they're putting up a good fight, but, man, they are losing, like you said. Even when they hired the docksmen, or, like, the ship workers to pull up the Northern Star. Northern Star? Yeah, the Northern Star. When they pulled up the cargo, it was just, like, diapers.
Yeah.
Because they had just replaced the actual cargo with fucking diapers. They look good for optics.
Right.
Because then it really looks like this vigilante Daredevil just blew up a fucking ship full of diapers.
And of course, like, Matt, put the watch in the crate of the guns, which was brilliant.
Very smart.
But he ends up not going for the guns ultimately because he finds where they're holding everybody. Man,
this show never ceases to amaze me with how creative and cool they present their fight scenes.
This fight scene was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it was like there were so many moving pieces and all of it worked.
Right.
There wasn't some moment where, like, oh, well, one of the chill agents could have just shot everyone, Yeah.
Yeah. They methodically thought about all of that. And so whenever there is a situation where, like, someone can get a gunshot off, they're getting whacked in the side of the head with, like, a baton or something,
Also, when it comes to the chill agents, has Matt said, fuck it, like, they can get killed?
Yeah. You know what? That is a good question, because you watch Matt hit them and it's like, okay, well, that's really going to fucking suck. But then you see the swordsman's like, yeah.
He threw a chunk of rebar into one of them.
Yeah,
that guy died.
For sure, right?
Yeah, that guy died. And then, like, after he hit him with the rebar, Matt smacked him with the club, too. I was like, man, that dude is dead. It's a long way to the pit from here.
Right.
Like, Dr. Robbie can fix you right up, but...
I like to think that Matt's thought process was, I think he just fucking stabbed that guy with a piece of rebar, and then he's like, his name is the Swordsman, and I just let him free, so...
Yeah. He's like, can't take any chances. Yeah. In the back of his mind, he just hears Frank Castle's voice, just kill him, Red.
Yeah.
Kill them all.
Oh, that's too good. But no, that fight scene was pretty incredible, though.
Yeah, it really was. We actually... there was a fight scene right before that, I think, where it was just Matt and some of the agents.
Before he busted into that room.
That was also really, really good. When he came through the door and just immediately, like, we're in combat.
Right. They're like, should we roll for initiative? And Matt's like, I will, but you won't.
Yeah. I go first, and that's it.
Yeah, I go first, and you roll death saving throws.
Yeah, that's how that works. Yeah. You won't be taking any turns here.
So let's talk about Angela here for a second. Little white tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is interesting, right? Because back in season 1, we talked about how in the comics, after her uncle is killed, that she takes up the mantle. And then I remember just kind of musing, no pun intended.
Sure. Yeah.
about I wonder if they're ever gonna make her White Tiger, like she is in the comics. But
even though she's like 10.
Even though, yeah, and she hasn't grown any.
at all. No, it's like the reverse Stranger Things problem.
Right. She has got to be one of the tiniest human beings on this show.
So it makes me think that, like, they're going to have to go with that the necklace has some sort of actual powers, you know, that it bestows. But I love that how she actually ends up helping them here, where she's like, oh, yeah, I stole a bunch of their radios.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, we should have thought to do that.
Right. Yeah, so I'm curious to see where her character goes. I'm also curious to know when Jessica Jones finally shows up, when they finally get her into the show.
Yeah, I mean, because, obviously it seems like Fisk would eventually end up targeting her. She doesn't wear a mask.
No.
But, like, her abilities are well known, you know? So, I don't know. She's obviously going to factor in at some point. I hope that it's not just a cameo and it's a major presence that she's got. I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really hoping we get Mike Coulter, of course.
That would be amazing.
Luke Cage, that would be awesome.
If they want to... How would you feel if they fast forwarded to Luke and Jessica already being together?
Yeah. I mean, that's already really heavily hinted at.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to know what's up with Claire, though, because I think last time we left off, I think Claire and Luke were kind of more of a thing.
Yeah, she took a ship out into space. She got real busy out there.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. AKA, she's on a different Disney lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's a little busy.
I mean, I think they did just wrap Ahsoka season 2, so.
Yeah.
If she shows up as Ahsoka, that would be very helpful.
That would be extremely helpful, and then I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, but they don't need anybody else at that point.
No.
She can take down Fisk all by herself.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so I doubt we get Claire back. The odds are not zero that Finn Jones returns as Danny Rand.
The number of people I would rather have before Finn Jones. Like, I would much rather have Misty Knight. I would much rather have Claire. I would much rather have Colleen.
Yeah.
Colleen Wing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Anybody that is in Frank Castle's orbit, what's his sidekick?
Micro.
Yeah, I doubt we're going to get Micro.
The Thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does actually appear as, like, Ben Grimm in the movie, so I don't think we're going to get any more Micro.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, hell, Punisher won't even be in this, apparently. So.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's definitely allies that I'm still waiting on to show up. And then we're just really thinking about the Netflix Defenderverse characters. And maybe we should broaden the horizons some more and think about
Iron Man.
Well, shit. Okay, narrow your horizons a little bit.
Okay,
from that. Not that wide.
Okay. Oh, so like Captain America could show up.
So by Captain America, if you mean like U.S. agent, like John Walker.
No, I meant like as in Sam.
Okay, so
but like John Walker, is also someone who could show up.
Yeah, I think it's much more likely that someone like that could appear than say Sam Wilson.
I mean, I'll be honest. It's probably more likely for us to get like a Ghost or somebody like that. Somebody who's like a masked character.
Well, I guess it also depends on like whatever Mr. Charles's connection is to Madam
Hydra.
Yeah, Madam Hydra. Then if she wants to send in like I can send in a dispensable goon to go and kind of quell this. John Walker he follows the rules.
I was gonna say I hope they don't send Bob.
Oh fuck. There's nothing left at that point.
Yeah, they better not send Bucky. I mean,
and I think Bucky would tell her to fuck off.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
something with Yelena, she'd tell her to fuck off more than likely, right?
Like, do I think that like Matt and Jessica could stand a chance against Bucky? Sure, but the odds aren't great.
No, yeah.
Because like between the two of you, you have his shit. You know.
Yeah, I have to assume, right, that Matt would be able to hear that that's like a bionic arm.
Yeah.
I shouldn't get hit with that one in particular.
Yeah. Let him hit me with the other one. And then he hits him with the other one. He's like, oh my God.
Shit.
Well, I would really hate to get hit with the bionic arm. If his regular punch is like that, what's he need the arm for?
Oh, shit. Oh, man. There was actually a comic book I read. It was I think it was a Captain America comic book, I want to say, where Bucky had, I don't remember the exact details, but long story short, he's going after Matt, after Daredevil. And, like, for the most part, it's a Captain America book. And so, like, when he shows up, to fight Matt's like, what the fuck is happening here? It was a cool fight, though. Thankfully, help does show up, so Matt doesn't have to do the 1v1.
Yeah.
But it was a good fight, though. Anywho, hopefully Matt will not have to fight Bucky in this show.
Yeah, I don't think Spider-Man is going to show up, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Even though it makes absolutely no sense.
I know, because
he should be public enemy number 1.
Yeah, and then, like, at the very least, can we get some chill agents that he beats up in the New Day?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very silly to me that they're not going to acknowledge one way or the other. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And, again, I don't understand the litigation or the red tape behind the reasoning as to why Kingpin and Spider-Man can't be in the same shit. To me, it's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, I think, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, that there's some kind of nonsense where, like, Sony actually has the movie rights for Kingpin under Spider-Man, but not anything else.
Right, and because Spider-Man can't appear in any TV, right? So,
yeah,
on either side, Kingpin and Spider-Man can't be on the same thing.
Well, they could put Fisk in Brand New Day. I mean, there's nothing stopping them from doing that. If Sony's got the rights, I mean, it's their movie.
That is true, but I guess if they put Kingpin, it had to be their own Kingpin, though, right?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't necessarily think so.
Maybe not, but I mean, and not to derail us here, but the rumors are, we do know for a fact that Tombstone is in Brand New Day.
Yeah,
he's been cast and everything, and the actors talked about it. Now the rumor is that he's going to be like kind of a Kingpin-esque type player in this.
Yeah.
And in that case, while it is very cool to see Tombstone live action, why not just get Kingpin to be that Kingpin position?
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I think they're missing a major, like, kind of crossover ability here that they're kind of known for, and it seems like all the dots could have been dotted and all the T's could have been crossed on it, but maybe not. It's going to be interesting. We're going to get this Frank Castle special, and then that's going to apparently lead into Brand New Day. So I'm excited to see some of that. It just, to me, it feels like that movie and this TV show take place in 2 different New York cities.
Absolutely. So. And the issue is that can be said for so many of the MCU's projects. It just feels so prevalent here because of, like, the timing of these 2 things.
Yeah, it's like we know that Peter Parker has been straight up devoting his life to Spider-Man because he has no personal life anymore because nobody knows who he is.
Right.
So, like, why wouldn't he be Fisk's public enemy number 1?
Yeah.
Because he's fucking Spider-Man. There's no way all this would be going on and he would just be chilling.
Absolutely not. Especially with the chill agents.
Yeah, that's... I think you're probably done.
Huh?
I think 2 is probably...
Oh, you didn't get... So, like, you remember how, like, we referred to, like, the anti-vigilante task force as chill agents because they're so much like ICE agents?
Oh, no. No, I got it. I'm just saying, I think that you're at your limit of the bonus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because you're already at 2.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
It's a short episode.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true. And then plus, we still have a whole nother episode to do.
Yeah, you can get another one.
About maybe another few. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
We haven't talked about this yet, which really surprises me. What do you think about the new suit that Daredevil has?
I really like it.
Yeah.
You like it?
Oh, I really dig it.
It's very good. Like I think I love it. It's crisp. Obviously it has, comic basis. So always love to see that. Daredevil's suit is one of those things where that was one of the things I didn't love about season 3 is that they put Bullseye in the regular suit and then they had Matt back in the old beanie over the head thing. And I didn't love that. And I get why they did it. Like, I understand the reason behind it. But, like, it was such a triumphant moment in season 1 when at the very end he finally has the suit from Melvin. That's his name, right? Melvin? And, there's just something about the suit. You know? There's just something iconic about the superhero in the suit that's just ingrained really into our culture at this point. Yeah. And so seeing him run around with, like, the beanie on his head just doesn't...
Feels like he reverted back.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. I didn't like it in season 1, you know what I mean?
No.
But I understand why they did it.
Yeah.
Same reason that they originally had, Tom Holland running around in that fucking Party City Spider-Man outfit,
Yeah, I liked that fit for season 1. It was, you could definitely tell that they were big fans of the Frank Miller stuff.
Yes.
And it was very reminiscent of because I think Frank's the only writer who had Matt in that for his early days. And so it was cool to see that. But yeah, for season 3, maybe if they're going like a different outfit for Matt and just have Bullseye in like put him in the classic red, maybe put Matt in a different outfit.
The yellow.
Could have worked. Yeah, the yellow. That would have been really cool. But they didn't want to go for that.
Hulkamania could have ran wild.
Oh man, red and yellow, brother. But no, I really like the outfit here. It does look like it fits really well, but I also think that Charlie just got bigger.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. He definitely, worked out for this.
Yeah.
I saw some stills they released, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, he's got, like, the 8-pack. He's got the cum gutters, everything. Like, okay.
Yeah. He's like, look, if I'm going to carry the fucking the Disney TV shows for a while, then I got to be strong.
Yeah. That's right. Well, he doesn't. He there's no Frank, and as far as we know, there's no Miss Marvel. So, and there's no Guardians of the Galaxy. So, he's got to carry it.
He's got to carry it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We had some discussion earlier today. It came out that the highest rated Marvel TV stuff on Rotten Tomatoes is Miss Marvel. This show, especially specifically season 2, and then also the Guardians Holiday Special.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, for once, we're good.
Yeah, I have a few questions, but it's like, is it worth my peace of mind?
I feel like you're really splitting hairs at this point.
Am I?
Okay,
let me ask you this. Does Miss Marvel deserve to be up there more than Agatha, House of Coven, all along?
No.
House of Chaos,
no.
Whatever it's called?
It does not, no. Okay. I will acquiesce that. I really loved Agatha. And I'll be honest, I don't think he's as good as Wonder Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have we talked about Wonder Man getting a season 2 on here?
I don't know, but Wonder Man got renewed for season 2, and I was just like, yes, I wonder what they're going to do, though.
I think they also wonder that.
Yeah, they're like, so...
They also wonder that.
Okay, that's good.
Okay,
that's good. Okay. That's good. I feel like that's the meeting with Kevin Feige. They're just like, all right, Mr. Feige, we went ahead and let everybody know we're going to do season 2 of Wonder Man. Like you said, everybody's really excited about it. People really love season 1. So what's season 2 going to be about?
So we're gonna have Simon come back, right?
Okay.
And then we're also going to contact Ben Kingsley to get him to come back as Trevor.
Okay, cool. Hold on one second. Let me get my notepad out. I feel like this is going to be really in-depth. Okay. I got all that.
Okay. Now, get this. Stay with me here.
All right.
Shenanigans.
Okay. All right. And okay. Is that...
And the people are going to love it.
Oh, that's it. That's the whole idea.
And I Yeah.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. We got a meeting with we got lunch with Favreau tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll ask him if he has any input.
I think we're good to go.
You think we're good to go?
We can probably start filming this thing by summer.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a wrap then. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Feige. We got it. I feel like that's probably not too far off.
Yeah. It's gonna be really hard, right? Because with the shared universe, man, you always have to think about where you're gonna put them in the grand scheme of things. Do we know for certain that Wonder Man's gonna be in Secret Wars even?
I mean, they have to start. Like, he can't just live on the edge of the MCU all by himself forever, right? I mean,
the problem is though, like, it was clear that this was supposed to be a one and done type show.
Yeah, they even put that fucking special presentation
yeah
label on it. The where TV goes to die.
Right. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these characters because you never see them again.
Yeah. And then like everyone loved it, and they were like, "Oh no!"
Right.
Yeah. So now they got to rewrite Secret Wars
because of Wonder Man.
Put Wonder Man in.
Oh shit. But no, I don't know what happens with that. We're gonna wrap up this Daredevil thing here really quickly, but I also thought about something else. Have we heard any more news about the Vision TV show, Vision Quest?
No, it's been just nothing. I haven't heard anything. Last I heard, it was supposed to be on the slate for this year, but I haven't heard anything about it. So,
samesies.
I feel like that may have gotten pushed, or scrapped. Hopefully not scrapped.
Hopefully not. I feel like that's the third act to kind of, what they've really been doing since WandaVision.
And Vision's so popular, they need Vision back.
Oh yeah.
So,
were you at the Dragon? You were at the Dragon Con. Were you at the panel with Paul Bettany?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was probably doing some Cosmere shit.
I think so. That was a really good panel. But one of the things, obviously, he talked about being Vision. But one thing he talked about that I did not expect him to. Are you sure you weren't there, dog?
No, I was there. That was the year that they weren't supposed to talk about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had to be there because we both talked about like the moderator and them damn DSL she had.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe there had been another Paul Bettany panel at this past one that I didn't go to, but that was actually not Paul Bettany. It was Gustavo, whatever his name is.
Oh yeah. You didn't get to go to Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes.
Yeah. That was also a great panel.
Yeah, I was at a Star Wars panel with him on it, but I was not at his solo panel, unfortunately. Right.
Yeah. But no, I just remember Paul Bettany talking about the Vashon memes, and that made me laugh so hard because I don't know why it didn't cross my mind that he would know what that is. Yeah. I've never seen those.
Yes. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I really do. I also, back on Daredevil here, I really love the Josie's Bar assault that they did.
Yeah.
The siege on Josie's Bar. That was an awesome scene. Like, it was very well shot. Like, they did such a good job with the action and the tension on that.
Oh, yeah.
I
was a little concerned because at first, before that, right, we get the non-cricket cops who show up.
Yeah.
And, but they react like it's going to be a raid. And one thing I was wondering about was, did they clear the bar top? Because it was Matt, Karen, and Josie drinking.
Yeah.
And everyone hit so fast, I thought that they were going to do a thing where, like, it's the fucking anti-vigilante task force. And then they notice that, oh, okay, well, why are there 3 fucking shot glasses out if it's just you in here?
Right.
But they didn't go that route. I did love how Karen kidnapped the motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, they also had some, like, Sonic bullshit to mess with Daredevil, too.
Yeah.
So.
Really smart. Because, I wasn't sure how much Fisk knew about Matt's weakness.
Yeah.
But apparently he knew enough or had, like, a really good fucking guess.
Well, he must have put it together at least to where, he knows, like, okay, I mean, the motherfucker's blind, so it must be his hearing. I think he also knows that he has the really good hearing. So
yeah. I mean, he heard the fucking bullet loading in the chamber before Fisk got shot.
Yeah.
And Fisk knows that, at least.
Yeah.
He's like, well, he didn't see Bullseye up there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I love the interrogation because it's at the end of episode 2 when they kidnap the guy, the not ICE agent. And at the beginning of episode 3, they do the interrogation. And I love this scene because Matt knows whether or not the guy's lying or not.
Yeah.
Like, but he's playing it, you know.
Yeah, I really loved that because
Yeah.
I was like, no, they can't do this. Matt would know if he was lying. And then they revealed. I was like, oh, okay, good.
Yeah. And you know, it was like, and that was the best case scenario for this guy, which says a lot because he still got the shit knocked out of him.
Yeah.
But that's the best case scenario for him.
Yeah.
So at the end of episode 3, to kind of wrap this whole thing up here, Matt and Karen are able to free a bunch of the people who were being held captive down there in those completely not legal cages.
Right. Yeah.
Just keeping them stashed away there.
Yeah.
In these fucking giant dog kennels, essentially.
Yeah.
And they get them onto that fucking big ass, almost tank like thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know how you get a clean getaway in that, but you know, they get away. But Fisk, while this is happening, you know, they finally have gotten like the Dark Workers to kind of clear out the Northern Star for everything that's actually on there.
Yeah.
And instead of these poor Dark Workers getting paid so they can go home, the lead douchebag of those agents, he tells them, nope. Powell, that's his name. Yes.
Yeah. He was perfectly cast.
He was, right?
You just want to kill this motherfucker immediately when he walks out. Honestly, though, when they get in the truck and start to get away, I'm immediately like, oh, well, they're going to blow up, the ship. Because when they told the dock workers to get back on the ship, I was like, oh, y'all are dead.
Yeah, y'all are done.
When they blow it up, obviously they're going to pin that shit on Daredevil, too. Mm-hmm. They're going to be like, oh, he came back to finish the job.
Yep. And by the way, this was all Mr. Charles's idea.
Yeah, 100%.
And so, yeah, they're running with it. Those poor Dark Workers did all that fucking work, and they just want to go home, get their money and go home, but instead they got to get on the boat and fucking die.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to them.
Yeah, and like the way that Matt and Karen find out about that shit is just it just kind of ratcheted everything up to another level. That's the last thing that happens, right? That we see.
That's the last thing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what we get next week. I'm really hoping though. I mean, we only got 5 episodes left.
I think so.
So I'm kind of hoping that they start to pick the pace up a little bit on this next one and kind of lead us in. I really, really hope we get a proper finale this season. If we do not, I'm going to be very pissed.
I feel very confident that we will. Like, learning more about season 1, it amazes me how good season 1 is considering everything that happened with that production.
Right, yeah. I mean, Charlie Cox himself said that he doesn't like the bank episode.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And but he said apparently like it was one of the better tested episodes. And people actually do like it.
Yeah.
And I will agree, like, I like that episode, but I will agree, like, tonally, it doesn't fit,
It doesn't.
I think it may have been, like, it might have been good to release that episode, like, okay, if you guys already had that shot, like, well before, okay, why not put that out as, like, a one-shot?
I was going to say that. It feels like a one-shot.
Just put it out as, like, this is, like, a Daredevil special to get you teed up for, Born Again or whatever.
That would have been perfect, I think.
Yeah. I think it's a great episode. I think it's got all the really good stuff in it. It's very MCU, but I think it just tonally, from a tone and a pace perspective, it just doesn't fit in the season right there.
Yeah, because it's in the best way possible, but it is kind of a filler episode.
Yeah.
And because it has not a whole lot to do with the main plot.
Yeah, it's just a Daredevil goes to the bank.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
All right. For the bank robbers.
Yeah. Yeah, call an ambulance.
Yeah.
But not for me.
But not for me. But no, I say all that to say I think that season 2 would be much more well-rounded. They don't have nearly as much going against them. So that uphill battle isn't nearly as severe. I will say that I do think that season 2 is more steady, more focused. It is off to a softer start than season 1. But I think that's for a good cause, and we'll see. Time will tell.
Yeah.
Do we want to score these 2 episodes together or separately?
Let's do them separately. So we got every episode.
Okay.
And it is your turn to go first.
All right. Let me get these episode names up here. So, episode 2, titled "Shoot the Moon." I think that this is a solid episode, all things considered. Episode 1 was a setup episode, and episode 2 is a setup also, but it's a continuation of what we got from episode 1. Obviously, it continues the same kind of pace and momentum, and we're still building things here. We get some really interesting scenes with BB. We learn more about what Fisk is up to and kind of like the tension surrounding him. Honestly, this feels like a stronger episode for some of our side characters, like good old Buck Cashman and Daniel and BB. And to me, they're the ones who really shine through here. Like you mentioned earlier, Karen is a highlight. I really love that she is going all in on this.
Yeah.
I fear for the day when she goes out in that disguise and she finally gets caught.
Yeah.
I just feel like that it's gonna happen. The tension is high here. This show does a really good job with the tension building, and I really dig that. Is this like a mind-blowing episode, one that you can hang your hat on or anything like that? No. But is this an episode that you can comfortably skip? Also, no.
Yeah,
you can't. But it's still a really solid episode. It's not just going to do anything to shift the narrative about how you feel about the show. I'm going to give it a 7.8 out of 10. I didn't think it was quite as strong as episode 1 of this season, but still strong enough to, have me interested in seeing what's to come. And for episode 3, titled "The Scales and the Sword," this is one of those instances where I kind of wish that people who had got screeners for this didn't say anything, because nothing was spoiled, but people who had the press screeners, they all of them said that this is really where the show turns a curve and really kicks it up. And the problem with that is it's not that they're wrong, they're not wrong. The problem though is that they set the bar way higher than what we got, for me at least. And that's my own personal kind of thing I have to deal with, I guess. But at the end of the day, this is a really good episode, just maybe a tad bit overhyped. So if you guys saw a lot of the press screeners and what they had to say about it, literally every one of them said this is just a really great episode, and that the whole season kicks up from here and it doesn't really let off the gas. But episode 3 is good. I think that so far for me it is the best episode of the 3. I really, really love the action here. I thought that the kangaroo court scene was it really did a good job of showcasing what the good guys are up against.
Yep.
And again, Tony Dalton is incredible. I love that we got to see more Kirsten in this episode as well. That's always great. And seeing Angela return was also a really fun thing. So I'm curious to see what those two characters in particular are going to have to do moving forward, both Kirsten and little Angela. But this was a really good episode, and it left me wondering really what happens next, and having me excited to see the things to come. Good episode. I had a lot of fun with it. It's not like the greatest episode of Daredevil ever, and it's not, without due respect, it's not like in the top 5 episodes of Daredevil ever or anything like that.
Right.
But for me, it's still a serviceable episode. I give it 8.3 out of 10.
Okay. I feel very similar to you. on both of these, really. I think episode 2, I think it was a smart to give us 2 and 3 at the same time. Because I'll be honest, if I watched 2 and then had wait another week for 3, I feel like my patience would be stretched a little further with this show. Especially coming off of the finale from season 1, where it's like, we just didn't get a satisfying conclusion there. Okay, episode 1 is designed to get us like back into the feel of things. And then it's like, okay, episode 2 is doing what now? Yeah, we're moving things forward, but come on, can we get a little something here? So I think episode 2, to me, like you said, it's necessary. It's not the best episode ever. It's not the worst episode ever. It's well done. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Episode 3, I do agree with you on the press screener thing. I don't know that this episode was actually overhyped for me, but I think it's more of like this is where the season turns around as far as the pacing. And so I'm hoping it's just going to ramp from here.
Yeah.
And I would really love to see that. I loved this episode. It's my favorite episode of Born Again I've seen in a while. Probably since I don't know, when did Punisher show up? 7 last time? The next to the last episode?
He was in the last episode.
Okay. Well, the last episode before we realized that it was going to be like that.
I think that was 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 1.
So I'm going to give it an 8. I think the final fight scene really like kicks it off, and some interesting uses of Daredevil's powers. I love when the show, and like this is one area where the Netflix show really kind of didn't always pull it together, was like the full use of his powers. Mm-hmm. It was like, oh, well, he'll beat the shit out of you. Yes, he will do that, but like the use of the gadgets, he didn't do that much in the Netflix.
Yep.
And then in the Netflix, he did use his abilities, but I feel like here he uses them more, like his, incredible sense of hearing, and like also his mind too, just how brilliant Matt is to have to stay ahead of Fisk, because the smarter that Matt is, the smarter you portray Matt, the smarter you can allow Fisk to be. Because if Matt is just of average intelligence, then Fisk has to be incompetent.
Yeah.
And that would completely ruin him. You know what I mean? So like Fisk is incredibly clever, and then Matt also has to be just a little bit more to be able to stay ahead of him. Mm-hmm. And so it's interesting to see how they can weave all that together and make it work. So I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10.
All right. And there you have it, folks. Our thoughts, reviews, feelings on episodes 2 and 3 of season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the show so far. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed our review so far of this. But don't go too far, because by the time you guys hear this, there's another episode coming right behind it.
Right behind it.
We are about to review the first 5 episodes of season 4 of Invincible.
That's right.
Stick around. But that's going to be all for now. We will see you guys next time. But until then, my name is Superhero Homie Q.
I'm Superhero Homie Caleb.